Welcome back. Time now for Campaign Chronicles, our daily look at the French presidential race. And Nicolas Sarkozy faced off in a duel against former Socialist Prime Minister Laurent Fabius on primetime last night as part of his campaign to try and boost his low standing in the polls. And for more on this, I'm now joined by a press reviewer, Elena Casas. Hello, Elena. So how did all this go down then in the press?
Well, for Le Figaro, what mattered was Sarkozy, the operation of truth. Truth was a word that he used a lot last night, saying he was going to tell the truth about everything that he's done over the last 5 years and apologise for everything that he did wrong and hope that French voters can forgive him and allow him to start again, if you like. So he did actually go on, the paper points out, in quite a lot of laboured detail about some of the least popular episodes of the last 5 years, including apologising for that famous dinner at Le Fouquet's the night that he won in 2007, apologising for taking a luxury holiday on the yacht of his friend Vincent Bolloré. He went on and on about this subject of whether or not he's too close friends with some very rich tycoons. He even attacked Laurent Fabius, who he was doing a debate with, saying, "You've got rich friends too." So this isn't necessarily a subject that's a good thing for Sarkozy to talk about too much, because it's a fairly easy attack angle for the socialists. But that didn't stop him last night. It wasn't even the only thing he apologised for. He also apologised for allowing his love life to distract him effectively from the matter of politics. There's been a lot of talk in the press about how apparently he said that the day of his election in 2007 was the worst of his life because his then wife Cecilia left him at the time. But he did actually sort of address that last night.
It should have been the crowning of my professional life. But I can't deny part of my head was elsewhere.
He said, now at least I have a stable family with which to celebrate my victory. And he certainly seemed, to still really believe that victory can happen last night. He was quite combative, quite, angry even, really, quite sort of not allowing Fabius to land too many blows.
Now, he might still believe he can win, but the polls aren't looking too good for him, are they?
No, I mean, according to Le Parisien, even those members of his own party have seemed to have given up on the campaign. He might be the only one within them who still believes that he can win, at least according to them. Lots of senior figures within the Parliament, Prime Minister François Fillon, for example, and his party leader Jean-François Copé are, at least according to the paper, still trying to work out what their own political future is going to be after this election. They all believe that they've given up for lost, effectively. They even talked to one UMP deputy in that paper who anonymously says that he thinks 2/3 of his colleagues in Parliament will lose their jobs. They'll all lose their seats in this election, which would be a massacre. Now, that paper does also point up some divisions within the socialists. They've got this picture of that was taken over Sarkozy's shoulder last night during his debate that shows his notes, which include a list of quotes by his debate opponent last night, Laurent Fabius, attacking François Hollande. Those two men have long had a combative relationship, and Fabius himself said not long ago, "François Hollande, be president of France, you must be dreaming," something that Sarkozy brought up again last night.
Now, that's been a frequent... just going to talk about immigration. It was a key theme in 2007, and that made a comeback last night.
Yes, it really did. The two men got quite sort of angry with each other, as you can see last night, quite sort of, marking lots of points, but immigration was one of the big issues that they talked about.
If you're going to constantly interrupt me, I won't be able to develop an argument.
Mr. Fabius, excuse me.
You just told me you're a reasonable man, but moderation consists in listening to the person you're arguing with.
Since you are an intelligent and reasonable man, I can say 1 million unemployed is false. 1 million is false. It is false, is it not?
Could I ask you, Mr. Sarkozy, respectfully, to listen to something for 2 minutes, even if you don't agree?
Have I done my job well, or have I done it badly? And then they will look at François Hollande and they will say to themselves, would he have done any better?
No, will he do better?
Would he have done better, and could he do better in future? That's called democracy.
Now, Nicolas Sarkozy promised to cut immigration in half. What's the reaction been to that?
Well, Le Parisien has been looking at this in great detail today. Immigration, what policy for France is the headline. They say, immigration has actually gone down in the last couple of years. The number of people being expelled from France has soared as a result of some of his policies, and the number of people actually getting their residence papers has gone down. But is this actually a good thing? They talked to an economist on the inside who reckons that France actually needs to make itself more attractive to immigrants, because if they're going to restart the economy, they need more people, to young people, talented people with skills. And they also talked to some immigrants, some North Africans who've been living in France since the 1960s, who tell the paper, when we first came, they were keen to encourage immigration. No one cared about your papers, but now we feel like we're the target for every attack.
Okay, thank you very much, Elena. That's it for Campaign Chronicles. That's it from all of us here on Live from Paris. Stay tuned to France 24 for all the latest headlines in just a couple of minutes.